Subscribe to Fortis Money, hit the like button. Today we're going to talk about how they found cocaine at the White House. So everybody is going to automatically assume that it's Hunter Biden's. I get it. I mean, it's totally understandable. But not even 2 weeks ago, you had a pride party with a bunch of drag queens running around. One was banned from taking their top off to show their new breasts at the White House. I mean, what's next? Are we going to find ecstasy inside Joe Biden's cereal, and that's going to be the Democratic excuse for him acting so bizarrely? I mean, you just can't make this stuff up. We're the biggest joke in the entire world. You wonder why Russia's acting up, why China's acting up. We have drag queens at the White House doing drag shows. They're finding cocaine in the West Wing. For real, I mean, the excuse is going to be, well, Joe went to eat a bowl of oatmeal and there was ecstasy pills ground up in it, and that's why he's acts, erratic as he does. That liberals will take this and they'll just look you dead in the eye and tell you something actually happened like that, because that's all they do is lie. So the substance was found in a work area at the secure building during a routine inspection, the U.S. Secret Service said. Could you imagine being the Secret Service right now for Joe Biden, right? The guy shits his pants. He can't walk up a flight of stairs. They're following his son around. He's driving 175 miles an hour as he's smoking crack. He throws a gun in the dumpster. He's human trafficking women from all over the world. This is what you signed up for, to be a Secret Service agent? And then on top of it, at the Pride party, you're finding leftover drugs all around the White House. And you can't figure out why Putin is like, F you, I'm doing whatever the hell I want to do? Come on. If Trump was the president, these guys, like I always say, everybody's a gangster till a real gangster steps in the room. Trump wouldn't have gave options. He'd be like, this is what you're doing, or this is what's going to happen. Go ahead and test me. And go ahead. And that's exactly what would have happened. So right away, the media is trying to cover for the Biden crime family. President Joe Biden and his family were away at Camp David residence when the substance was found. We got to get Hunter away from this. Whether it was Hunter's or not, it got there. Drag queens, Hunter. What's the difference? What is the difference? Everybody, this will be the story now. They'll just chalk it up to, well, the president wasn't there and Hunter wasn't there, so no big deal. He has nothing to do with it. They have everything to do with it. Aren't we always taught as a kid, you're judged by the company you keep? Isn't that what we're all taught? Regardless of race, gender, whatever. We're all taught by parents, by school teachers, and by the community in general. You hear that old saying all the time. You're judged by the company you keep. There you go, right? There you go. You got it in a nutshell right there. And they called the fire department for this substance to determine that it was non-hazardous. We need to call the fire. We're the Secret Service, and we need to call the fire department to figure out what this white substance is. Interesting protocol. Just have Hunter come in, sit him down at a table, being like, Hunter, cut up some lines and be like, Hunter, I need you to sniff this right now. He's the expert. He could figure it out right away what it might have been. You don't need to call the fire department. I mean, you really can't make this stuff up anymore. You wonder why, it's just drifting into everything. When this is your leader, the crime in the streets, the way these kids act, tattooing their faces, America is just a total dumpster fire at this point. Total dumpster fire. And another thing that we're always taught, right? It starts at the top. So it's not his fault. And all the liberal media, oh, Joe is so cute. He's like your grandfather. He shits his pants and he can't walk up a flight. There's nothing cute about that when you're the president of the United States. And I'll keep saying this over and over and over again. I don't care. Jill Biden needs to be arrested for abusing the elderly. She's propping her husband up like Weekend at Bernie's. She tries to come across like she's this good person. She's not a good person. She's lying to the American public that Joe is fit and he's as spring as ever. For weeks I used to always look at that video when he's walking to the plane and he shouts something, and I used to stop it and be like, what the hell did he just say? Then I got my hands on another video, and he's like, he screams for no, my butt's been wiped. Think about that. Think about that for a minute. The most powerful man in the entire world is screaming out loud, boarding Air Force One, that his butt has been wiped. And everybody's just looking at each other like, holy, is this really happening right now? I mean, I would love to talk to the Secret Service. Could you imagine the things that the Secret Service has seen between Hunter and Joe? I mean, if you decide to have like a bachelor party or whatever, you should give Hunter Biden a call, because he knows how to party, this guy. I'll tell you. I mean, he just goes crazy, this guy. He's probably swinging off chandeliers and ropes in the White House, naked, crack pipe hanging out of his mouth. I mean, I could just imagine what the Secret Service could say about this guy at this point. Well, remember to subscribe to the channel, Fortis Money.